Well, the Trump administration and the White House were consulted by the Israelis on their attacks in Gaza tonight. And as President Trump has made it clear, Hamas, the Houthis, Iran, all those who seek to terrorize not just Israel, but also the United States of America will see a price to pay. All hell will break loose.
All hell will break loose. For all the talk from President Trump about releasing the hostages, the actions taken by Israel will only lead to more of them dying. And the U.S. helped set the stage for the resumption of this war. Over the weekend, the Pentagon launched a sustained air attack on Yemen. Despite being one of the poorest countries in the world, Yemen, under its Houthi government, has shown more courage than other nations in trying to put an end to Israel's genocide in Gaza. And for that, it's now come under assault by the U.S. military empire. Yemen's health ministry reported that more than 50 people were killed and over 100 injured, including women and children, in scores of airstrikes across the country and in the capital city of Sana'a. The attacks came after Yemen resumed their operations against commercial shipping lanes in the Red Sea. Since the war and siege on Gaza began, the Houthis have attempted to impose their own blockade on Israel, targeting merchant vessels allied with the apartheid state, as a means of applying pressure to end the war. Crucially, when the ceasefire went into effect at the start of the year, the Houthis also abided by it and stopped their maritime campaign. But when Israel broke the ceasefire and reimposed the blockade and collective punishment against Palestinians in Gaza, the Houthis resumed their operations in the Red Sea too. President Trump is now making the same calculation as his predecessor, Joe Biden, that the U.S. should just bomb Yemen instead of cutting off bombs to Israel. And based on the rhetoric coming out of the Trump administration, things could spiral fast. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said airstrikes would be, quote, unrelenting, and that the weekend's barrage wasn't a, quote, one-time thing. The Houthis are not backing down. One senior member, Mohammed al-Bukaiti, tweeted, quote, the Zionist entity has not adhered to the ceasefire agreement, so our naval operations target it alone with the aim of lifting the siege on Gaza. This is a moral and humanitarian position. America's involvement in the aggression against Yemen is unjustified and will result in a response. We will meet escalation with escalation, and the one who starts it is the most unjust. On Monday, Trump threatened to expand attacks to Iran, which is an ally of the government in Yemen. He posted a warmongering diatribe on his social media site, writing, quote, every shot fired by the Houthis will be looked upon from this point forward as being a shot fired from the weapons and leadership of Iran, and Iran will be held responsible and suffer the consequences, and those consequences will be dire. A reminder that presidents do not declare war, Congress does, and so far, there hasn't been an authorization from lawmakers for any sort of war against Yemen or Iran. Though that hasn't stopped Trump or any other president in the past. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.